Hello, welcome to Romantic Wednesdays with Poetry. I'm Alisa Agnes, and I believe it's time to get real and spill some tea or coffee. So, today I will talk about, well, a little sadder poetry, and it will be about a letter and longing. So, you know, I must at first tell you that these two are definitely sadder than previously. So prepare some tissues because the second poem is probably one of the saddest poetry works I've ever written. So I felt like I needed to warn you. Okay, so now at first I will read a letter and later I will talk about the meaning and about the way it was written. So, it's a letter. A letter. I will leave a letter under your feet. I will say everything. You say you don't wanna hear how bad I feel. I can lie. Every day is perfect. I don't care what you're doing. I will leave a letter under your feet. I will say everything. I like to write you letters. Are you mad? It's been 8 months. I miss you. Why don't you stand behind my door? I will leave a letter under your feet. I will say everything. I can bury you with love like stars, even if I can't look into your eyes. There's a beauty in ups and downs. I will leave a letter under your feet. I will say everything. You're the ray of sunshine. You always light my day up, no matter the weather. I always feel your enveloping embrace. I left the letter under your feet. What will you tell me now? So, that's a letter. As you probably noticed, it's one of the longest poetry works. And, it's called a letter for a reason because it says so many things that maybe wouldn't be said any other way. So, in the first place, it's, about honesty. It's about saying what you really feel, and it's about good things and about bad things. And it's also very much connected with the reason why I wrote this. And it's said in the first verse, literally. Because, I remember there was such a, let's say, fight, and that boy was like, he doesn't wanna hear about my feelings, something like that. And in the reply for that, I wrote this poem. So, it's about honesty, and sometimes, not everybody likes honesty, and it's just about such a situation when you just have to say everything, and it's also a little bit sassy because and sarcastic, because it's like you tell a lie and it's clear that it's a lie, and what it really says is just that you really, really care for someone. So another part of this poem, another verse, is about just missing someone and wishing you could meet them again, and about writing letters. I mean, I've always been more of a writer than talker, as you probably guessed, because my episodes are never too long. And well, it's about writing letters. And I used to write probably more such real letters when I was younger than right now. And right now I can in the chat write such really long messages, and I guess it's the sign that I'm really mad, or I'm really sad, but also when I'm really concerned about something, I can write such really long messages. But usually I send a lot of such shorter. So when I write a letter, it means it's something really important to me. Okay, so now another verse. And this one is a little more romantic because it's about stars and eyes, the ups and downs, as I've already said in the beginning. This poem is just, about good things and about bad things in a relationship. It's just all that could be in such a real letter. So it's just, some kind of also confession of love, because this way you show how much someone means to you, because I can bury you with love like stars. When when you go to the countryside, there is a much clearer sky and you can see a lot of stars. So imagine someone is giving you as much love like this. And the second line is about the situation when you can't look into someone's eyes, and it has a double meaning, because when I was younger I had difficulties with looking into those eyes because I was just shy, and the second reason is because that person wasn't next to me. So it's what this line is about. And well, the last verse of this poem is about something romantic again, because when I was younger I gave this boy such a name, my sunny boy. And this is what this line and the whole verse is about. Because when someone is your sun, they are warm and they bring you happiness, and it's also about just feeling loved. And and it also says about that this feeling simply lasts no matter the weather. Okay, so that's probably all that I can say about the meaning of this poem. So right now I can read you the second one. It's called Learning. Learning. A crowded corridor, but somehow I feel so lonely. So many pairs, but a spot next to me stays empty. A broken heart. Nobody has fixed it yet. Terrible emptiness. I miss someone so bad. A single tear. Nobody will wipe it off my cheek. Darkness around me. My sun is shining over the different city. Memories. It's all replay in my mind. Hundreds of photos. Because this kind of relief my soul needs. Tens of songs. His voice must lull me to sleep. Dreams it's a world where I know I will find him. Longing, only the match remains of me. So that's the longing, and I must also tell you at the very beginning that the shape of this poem is kinda reminding me of the Roadco life, and check out my YouTube, and there will be the video with this poem, and there in the description you can find the written version of this poem, and then you'll see how it looks like. And well, now I can tell you a few words about the meaning, or maybe more than few, because there's a lot to say. So at first I must say why I wrote this. So it's all about the high school years, and it's just about missing someone so bad, as just the title says, and it's all made of images related with the school. I mean a crowded corridor, and you can find pairs of lovers in schools as well. It's a normal thing. And well, I remember I wished for those 3 years that I could see him through my school window, and I always wished he just came there to me, but he never did. And this poem is simply about missing someone. And this is also why a heart can be broken. It doesn't says in this poem if he was already dating someone else, but maybe because a broken heart can be just because you can be next to someone, but it can be also about the situation when you see that someone is simply moving on, or not quite, as history sometimes says. And while it's all made of images also of the emptiness, of sadness. It's full of tears, and it's a really sad poem. But except all these things that I've already said, we can also find here the mention of things that are related with the person we love, and I guess we all have such things that remind us of someone we love. And sometimes it makes you smile, and sometimes when you miss someone, it makes you cry. And in this case, it's about photos. I guess we all have photos of loved ones or with loved ones, so it's a normal thing to look at these pictures when we need it, and sometimes it gives a relief. And I say it in the poem. And another thing is about music, and it's another kind of relief, because some songs can remind you about someone and about those better days, and sometimes someone you love is a singer and musician. And don't be so surprised that I'm saying this, because I'm a writer, and I'm recording this podcast right now, right? So it's nothing strange. It's a normal thing that a writer can be in a relationship with a musician, and it doesn't have to be someone famous. It's just something. I think just it's a human thing. And I'm an artist and he's an artist, and that's fine. So another part is about dreams. It's also referring to one of poetry works about the dreams, but it's also about fantasies, because it's simply a perfect world where you can be with someone when you can't be in a real world. And it's sometimes good to fantasize, but it's not good to replace it with the real world. And I've always wished um, for all these things that I imagined to just happen, and sometimes it's too late because I'm not a student anymore, so he can't come to my school or university and meet me there after classes as I always wanted. But there are other nice things that can still happen in the future, and I guess it's important to hold on to those good things that can still happen. And let's end this chapter, about this poem. The ending of this poem is simply saying that the missing, that feeling, longing for someone is all that you can be and feel sometimes. And that's fine, that's a human thing to just, miss someone, but it also shows love. So, I guess it's all that I wanted to say today. So right now I can only tell you what the next episode will bring, and I hope you will be happy to hear it that only 2 poems left from this third really sad chapter. The first one is called Schopenhauer, and it's the surname of the philosopher who is the representative of pessimism and philosophy. So it will get really, really sad, as much sad as the Longing. And the last poem is Go Back in Time, and this one will be bringing hope and will be much more, I guess, interesting for me right now to talk about, because I know things that I didn't know as a teenager. So stay tuned and tune in next week, because it will be a happy ending of the sad chapter. I guess so. Okay, so now you know everything, and I can only tell you until the next time. Yes. Bye. Okay, and now a little additional thing. So, I'm a writer, blogger, and poet, but also I'm a songwriter. I've been recording my own songs lately, and if you wanna hear my songs, then you can find it, guess where? On Patreon. But there are free samples also available on YouTube and on TikTok. Just search for Alisa Agnes. Double L, 1S. And another thing is a little ad. Well, if you like my podcast very much already and my poetry, and if you wanna get something from me, then I really recommend to check out my official store. Just search for alisaagnes.com, and there will be a button which will lead you to the store. It's just called store there on my official website. So check it out, and there you can find my books with signed copies, and you can also find there hoodies, bags, t-shirts, such things. So I'll be happy to see you there. Okay, so that's the end of that. No, wait. No. In the next episode, I will talk about a song. It's called Millionaire, and two sad poems, Schopenhauer and Go Back in Time, will come out in 2 weeks. So, yep.